You are going to need a ton of organic vegetables and ancient whole grains to lose weight. No more sugar. Ooh, you should do keto. You get to eat all fat all day. I mean, obviously, all humans all around the world have descended from the same diet of our ancestors, the Paleolithic diet. So obviously, you need to do hunter-gatherer type stuff only. So no grains, just meats and lots of vegetables. And tequila, because that's paleo for some reason. No drinks, no fat, no potatoes. If you want to lose weight, you're just going to have to start enjoying healthy food. Just change your palate. Just tough it up, buttercup. Butter. No butter. What is up, beautiful person? It is I, your coach, Melanie Black, sports nutritionist and personal trainer. Today, I will be sharing with you the best, most number one, bestest diet plan for fat loss, for weight loss, for picky eaters. Now, chances are, if you've been labeled a picky eater at some point, there are certain things that you just don't like to eat. And maybe you've been this way your entire life. Maybe you've developed it over time, but let's be real. When we're starting off a nutrition plan, you got to find the one that's going to be best for you, right? There's a lot of nutrition plans that work off of excluding high caloric density foods. This works for a little while for some people. It allows them to lose some weight initially and not have to count calories. But hey, the body's clever and we get to figure out how to pack in those calories one way or the another. So in other words, if somebody begins a vegetarian vegan diet and they were eating a lot of high fat, high calorie dense meats before, they will initially lose weight. Then as they figure out how much nuts and avocado and all the other calorically dense rice and everything that is all things vegan, as they start packing those into their nutrition plan, they will blow up again. Same thing with people who do a paleo diet or a keto diet. As we are messing around with things, if we are not tracking protein, fat, carbohydrate, calories, all those things, then we run the risk of backsliding. Now, the good news, I know as soon as I said counting calories, some of you are like, nope, done. But here's the good news. If we are counting calories and we are counting protein, you can have everything your body needs for muscle growth and fat loss, body composition changes without having to give up any specific foods. So if you're really in the mood for like a white bread sandwich, which is what I had for lunch today, you can have that on a if it fits your macros type nutrition plan. So this is the number one thing that I recommend for those of you who are picky eaters. It leaves everything on the table so that you can choose the things you really like. So whatever your favorite foods are, you can still have them. It does require some math. I won't lie. There is some work involved, but I'll give you the quick and dirty math for that right now. Now, of course, if you are already a member of the Nerd Gym, that is my online gym, personal training, sports nutrition, all that stuff, then you have access to the If It Fits Your Macros plan that I have already designed and tweaked to be optimal for fat loss or mass gains, depending on your goal. So be sure to go to our secret website to download that if you're already a member. If you're not a member of the Nerd Gym yet, don't worry. Well, you should become one, obviously, www.thenerdgym.com, but I will give you the actual math to do a quick and dirty If It Fits Your Macros program for yourself right here, right now. So get your handy dandy calculator and some paper and pen or pencil, whatever you prefer. I usually go for pencils because I make a lot of mistakes. Okay. So first off, your current body weight, if you're looking to maintain or gain a little bit, if you're looking to reduce body fat, which is what we'll focus on today, you're going to take the BMI chart, that's body mass index chart, just go ahead and Google that, and you're going to find the healthy normal range for your height. Now, this is not to say that you will necessarily be this weight when you get there, especially if you're lifting weights, you may be a little bit heavier. If you don't lift weights, you may be a little bit lighter, but it gives us a starting point for the numbers you need. So for example, for my height, around 150 pounds is good, 120 to 150. I'm going to take it down the middle. I'll go 140 times. And then because I'm working out 3 days per week and I'm getting about 8,000 steps per day, I'm moderately active. I'm going to multiply that by 11. So 140 times 11. Okay, that gives me a daily caloric intake of 1,540 calories. That is how many calories I would need to ingest per day to gradually start reducing my body fat down to that lower number, down to around 140 for my height. Okay, so whatever your target body weight is, take that number, multiply it by 11. If you're working out 3 days per week and having light activity each day, that is what you want. If you're doing a really intense activity kind of a thing, you'll multiply that by 12. But for most people, 11 is good. And then you're going to come up with that calorie count. So if you stay within that calorie count, guess what? You're going to lose weight. If you're overweight, if you have excess body fat to lose, you're going to start losing that excess body fat just by getting the calories down. However, I will say that if you're exercising, if you're working out, it is really important to make sure you're getting enough protein. This is the one that most people go under on. And when it comes to body composition changes, one of the reasons why protein is so important is that all of your metabolic hormones are made out of protein. So in other words, you could just get down by lowering your calories, but if your metabolic hormones, your ghrelin, your leptin, those are the hormones that regulate hunger and satiety, as well as, your insulin and your glucagon, the stuff that helps your body release energy when it's needed and store energy when it has excess. Those hormones are all made out of protein. A lot of times personal trainers will remind you that muscles are made out of protein. So if you want to grow muscle, you have to have protein. But also if you want to lose excess body fat, because those metabolic hormones are made out of protein, you also need protein for those. So how much protein do you need? Now, if you've gotten your calories, so again, mine was 140, that's my target body weight, times 11. That gives me 1,540 calories. I'm going to divide that by 30%. So that's, dividing that by 3, a third of my calories are going to come from protein, a third of my calories from fat, and a third of my calories from carbohydrate. Now, remember that protein and carbohydrate, those each have 4 calories per gram. Fat has 9 calories per gram, which is why a lot of times when we are, looking at doing it, if it fits your macros or staying underneath your calories, you want to be really mindful of the fat. Getting enough fat is important, but you don't need a whole lot. Around 50 grams is good. So if I've got, let's make that an even 1,500 calories, and I'm going to divide that by 3. That means 500 calories are coming from fats, 500 from protein, 500 from carbohydrates. So 500 calories from protein, and protein has 4 calories per gram. That means that I need 125 grams of protein, roughly. Okay, 125 grams of protein. And some people do the gram of protein per pound of body weight or per pound of ideal body weight. That's fine too. But this is a little bit smaller of a number, a little bit more conservative. So for those people out there who are having difficulty with getting enough protein in, I recommend the 30-30-30 split. So yeah, go ahead and make sure that you're getting underneath your calories. Just, start reading labels, start tracking for a little bit, find your favorite foods. Once you've found your favorite go-to meals and your favorite foods that keep you within that calorie count, you can go back to them over and over and over again. And that way you don't have to think too hard about it. You can make it easy on yourself, finding a few recipes. I personally like finding recipes that are under 300 calories because 300 calorie chunks are very easy for me to manage. I can say, okay, I'm going to have one for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and then it adds up to where I need it to be pretty simply. Just making sure that there's protein included in there for those metabolic hormones to do their job and for the muscle building to happen if you need to build muscle. So again, that's going to be your target body weight times 11 divided by 3 to get your number of calories per protein fat, and carbohydrate. And then you're going to divide that calorie count by 4 for your grams of protein, for your grams of carbohydrate, and then by 9 for your grams of fat. Okay, if it fits your macros, that's the nutrition plan you want to be on if you are a picky eater, so that you can pick and choose from all of the glorious foods in the world, all of it. And if you've got questions on nutrition or stuff you would like to hear me talk about next time, go ahead and pop them in the comments down below. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.